Hello and welcome everybody to Three Kobolds Gaming, where we play Pathfinder 2nd Edition. And tonight we continue with our Heroes of Absalom campaign. Thank you all so much for joining us. Lots of news recently regarding the tabletop role playing sphere of influence, if you will.
Oh my goodness.
A lot
Yes,
of back and
indeed.
forth regarding
Big drama.
Wizards of the Coast and various third party and other publishers' responses. Um, for those of you who aren't in the know or haven't seen anything about it, Wizards of the Coast is releasing a new product for Dungeons and Dragons, the next edition of that system, D&D 1, as they are going with, for their 6th edition of the game, apparently.
Yeah.
But along with that, they are updating what is known as the Open Gaming License, which is why basically.
Pathfinder exists in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's a whole other down the rabbit hole. But the Open Gaming License is what lets people use things that aren't specifically trademarked by Wizards of the Coast for their settings. So the concept of a ranger in the kind of way that we have it written out. And there are a lot of games, Pathfinder First Edition included, which borrow using those open gaming license and are allowed to publish and make money with it. Well, Wizards of the Coast is updating that license to go along with their D&D 1 launch, and it is a bit more restrictive, unfortunately, and
pretty much the exact opposite
Yeah.
of that statement is that
Yeah,
everything you
slightly
make,
underselling
everything you write about, everything that you use can be ours with no negotiation as long
Yeah.
as it's like related to D&D. They can just copy, they can include it in their content and sell it and make money off of it, and it no longer belongs to you at all.
Yeah. As long as, along with paying royalties if you make over a certain amount and having to report your income of products that use the open gaming license.
And report what you plan on making
Yeah.
with their permission to do so.
I didn't read about that. That's fucking
Yeah.
rad. That's awesome.
So, fortunately, Pathfinder Second Edition, funnily enough, doesn't use any content from the Open Gaming License, but was published using the Open Gaming License so that other companies could utilize things from Pathfinder Second Edition under the Open Gaming License. But in response to this, Paizo has announced their own gaming license that they will be doing with a number of other developers, such as
The era of the orc.
I forget what the acronym comes out to orc,
The
but I forget what
orc.
it stands for. But
Open
they're-
RPG creative license.
yes,
Yeah.
and they're working with like White Wolf and a couple of other. I think Cobalt Press is in there, and a couple other of the bigger, albeit nowhere to the side of Paizo and even the monster that is Wizards. A number of these third party and side content creators and different content creators are working together on Orc, which is really exciting. And we're already seeing announcements like Matt Colville from MCDM, which I highly recommend checking out his channel and his campaign, The Chain, which is a really cool mercenary company fantasy adventure. But Matt Colville is announcing that his group will be publishing their own new system, and a couple other ones have come out and said they will be doing the same. So, hopefully we will see exactly where this leads. But all of that intro to say, there's a shift, ladies and gentlemen. There's a shift in the community, and Paizo has been bombarded with people seeking alternatives.
Get over here. It's been too long. Come on.
Paizo's
Join us.
Paizo's website was down for like 8 solid hours. I think this Saturday where all of the leak stuff came out.
Archives of Nethys, the official SRD was down for 4 hours. Like
Yeah.
people who were just looking at like content
Yeah.
and rules and like class structures. Like
Yeah.
they crashed the official SRD as well.
I wonder if I can get a job with Archives of Nethys because they're gonna.
It's like
I am
3
not.
people.
There's
So.
gonna be a lot.
They,
more.
I think that the official Twitter posted that they're like they have to update their servers. Like they
Yeah.
got new servers. So
I followed them on Twitter and they were like, "We're
Yeah.
sorry, okay?
we're
sorry."
But yeah, so we will be here streaming for anybody who is interested in Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Please reach out to us in the comments. We'll try to do our best to answer questions. I am fortunate enough to have multiple rules lawyers playing with me who can help sort things out. So yeah, any
Thank you, Jack.
questions, feel free to shoot off in the chat. But
Dan, quick shout out though. You
Oh.
pull out some obscure rules sometimes that I'm not even aware of. So you've got some chops over there on the rules lawyer.
Hey,
front.
I just enjoy
For
reading
sure.
it, like the whole rule set.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't know it all, but what you know, you know. Like you got it down. Like rules that apply to you and stuff like that. So props to you, man.
thanks.
I enjoy
appreciate
arguing
that.
to make Jack upset. That's I think my rule story.
My favorite situations are when Will and I are on the same page because like we play so much first edition and second
Yeah.
edition together now that like we basically think the same way and like we have so much GMing background and then the three of you guys are like fucking like I know but like fuck.
yeah,
That's always my favorite.
it's
I still think about the ranged combatant attack of opportunity conversation.
I think about that too. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the flanking conversation. Yeah.
can you flank with a ranged weapon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you like threaten? Can you benefit from flanking with a ranged weapon if you could flank with a melee weapon in that situation?
Yeah. Anyways, like I said, feel free to throw questions in the chat. We'll be here. And
Always.
we have a story to tell. So why not tell it? And I told my players before this, but we are at the end of this book right here. We're at the end. We will probably finish it tonight. Come hell or high water, for better or for worse. Tonight marks the end of halfway through the campaign. So for all of you who
That's insane.
have watched from the beginning,
It is insane.
That's wild.
thank
bro.
you for
It's
being
been
with us
2 years.
for
Yeah.
it. And for those of you who are new, I see at least one new person in chat. Welcome. Thank you so much.
3 years? Has it been 3 years?
It's been like 2.25.
2020. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
even
okay.
Summer of
20 August
summer of
2019.
2019?
August 19th.
Summer of
Oh
20.
my
Yeah.
god.
No.
Because this
No.
is after COVID.
Oh no. That was yeah. When did we start this game? That was August 20 or like
It would- it
summer
would've
20.
been-
Yeah, it was summer of 2020
Summer of
Yeah,
COVID,
yeah.
yeah.
because
we
it,
spent-
this game has existed as long as I've been in school. I think.
Yes.
We sent
that's-
Age of Ashes virtual for COVID, but then we
Yes.
cut that campaign and then started
Yeah.
this one later. Yeah. We started this in the pandemic, right?
Correct. But let's jump into it. So, you all infiltrated the ranks of the gladiators of the Irorium to further investigate this clockwork device that you had so narrowly missed stealing from the cult that had been setting up ritual murder sites and all of these. You're learning more and more about the Twilight Four. This Norgorber cult. It seems to be making its way through the undercity of Absalom. And as part of this, you're tracking down a clockwork bomb stolen by one Franca Lorenz, who was apparently working the Irorium during this festival. And so you make your way there through some of your connections to enter the tournament as combatants. You successfully manage to win your first bouts before you head to the under Colosseum waiting areas looking for Franca, who was supposed to be working with the animals. But unsurprisingly, she wasn't. She was off somewhere else, farther down in a secret, once collapsed section of the Irorium, where you found her colluding with some Aruxi, some lizard folk. After confronting her and defeating her in combat, she tells you, It's too late. He's already upstairs with the bomb. You won't be able to stop the sacrifice. It's too late. What do you all do? We're dropping out
She
of
said-
initiative, so we're back into encounter mode.
What exactly did you say?
She said, it's too late. You won't be able to stop the bomb. He has it upstairs. You won't be able to stop the sacrifice. Something along those lines. She was laughing at you through a bloody grimace the entire time.
If I remember, I also did a sense motive on her, and it seemed like
You believed her.
this
You believed
wasn't
her
like a
dying
last minute
words.
fake out.
We think we have time for any rest, or do we need to sprint upstairs? I'm worried that this bomb could go off at any moment.
I think we don't have time. Did we see any?
I don't
Does she
think we
mean
have
that
time either.
Does she mean on the Aurorium level, or was there an upstairs at any point? Did you see any stairs going up?
I think in the
I think she
the
means
stands,
the stadium. Yeah.
The stadium. I agree. Do we
We
have
should
any
go.
healing? I'm out of anything, except a lesser healing potion. That's all I have. I have no spells, nothing.
I don't know if
Faster.
you can tell by the intestines spilling out of me, but I'm really messed up. Like he used to be.
Basher, without words, just takes out the healing staff that he has, and he just lifts it above himself, and a bright light emits from the staff, shielding or covering all of us. We all get 3d8. I think it's just 3d8
Hmm.
healing.
Yeah, it's flat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Lorenz comes back to life, kills Bastro.
Yeah, she was sitting at what is it? Wounded or dying 3.
Dying
and,
3.
You bring her back.
6, 4, 10, 13. 13
13?
points of healing for all of us. Yeah. Well,
Did that fix the intestine issue?
it did not. You
And
also
and
see
only the intestine issue.
you also see Peter throw a moderate healing potion down Basher's throat. So
The one that
I
Peter
told
was
you I
holding
have
onto on your shoulder the whole combat.
Yeah, the whole combat. Twinkle Toes, I have a lesser. Do you need a lesser?
Wait, how much did we get from that?
13.
13.
13.
Yeah, only 13. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm at 57 of 149.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
really bad still.
Yeah, I mean, let's stand here and chug potions, but like, I think we'd start walking
Yeah.
as we
yeah,
go.
yeah. Like,
I'm,
as we
I'm
started
gonna
to break.
start with my minor healing potion before I start mooching off of others. 5 points of healing.
Okay.
Yeah, if you could spare that lesser, that would be pretty nice.
Oski just gives it to you. Says, "Yes, please take it, please."
I rolled 2 8s on this moderate healing potion.
Fat.
I'm really
Nice.
happy.
All right, so the lesser is gonna.
2d8 plus 5.
Drank 3 lesser healing potions, and I got 36 hit points. It's such garbage. But I mean, I'll take 80 over anything else.
15, 20 from that lesser. Thank you.
Is that all of the healing you're gonna do?
No, Basher is casting another.
Another 3rd level heal?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Another 3d8 to everybody?
This is exhausting all of the charges in the staff.
I think we need. Yeah, we need that.
I think it's worth it.
I just had my D8.
Should have had a D8.
5,
Thanks,
5,
VG.
4. 14 points of healing.
14 more. All right.
Ah, gosh, I guess it's something.
Okay.
Well, how's everyone
Okay.
doing? How's everyone
I'm looking
doing?
a lot better. I'm at like 2/3 now.
Kashak, how you feeling there, buddy?
What was that second healing? I'm sorry.
14.
14.
14. I'm 94 of 162. I'm chilling.
I'm at
Sh-
96.
Sheether's full, so yeah, it's great.
As we're walking up, I think Oski just says, "If we get into any trouble, everyone just stay relatively near me. Just stay close to me. I'll
One might
protect
say
us."
within 15 or so feet of me.
Approximately, if I had to quantify, about 15 feet or so.
Oh, can you teleport now, Oski?
But I mean, I think we're booking it. Like, I think we're moving as
Yeah.
quickly as
Yeah.
physically possible to complete
Yeah.
these
So you're
healing
like
tasks.
running
I'm
up the
not-
tunnels.
I'm not moving quite as fast as I
You
would.
theoretically could.
As I could. I'm keeping pace with my friends.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bassler like
With
slams.
slowing us down.
Yeah, basically. Bassler is like slamming potions, chucking them to the side. You're just hearing the shattering glass tinkle off behind you as you continue just booking up. You make your way out. You get up to the doorway where those boards seem to have been covering up the entrance to this underground section that had once been collapsed. You're able to lift them and move them out of the way. You make it back out past the Goblin Hound cages. Were they Goblin Hounds or were they Troll Hounds? Either way, the Hound cages.
One
And-
way or another.
You get back up to this kind of green room area, and you see the same kinds of things: people milling about, combatants training or patching up from the previous fight. Everything seems calm, and then you hear as you make up to this level, there seems to be like an announcer who just says, "Ladies and gentlemen, it will be about 15 minutes before we begin our next match. Thank you all so much for joining us. Next up, we have Ogvorm and his Iruxi companions up against
No.
Brave Buckshaw, the Hill Giant. Thank you all so much for joining us. Once again, that is 15 minutes before the next match."
Do we suspect that we have 15 minutes before this bomb goes off?
No, we can't. We have to suspect that it has to be
I think
one
we
of
need
the
to-
Aruxi team members, not to be that guy.
What are you
let's
saying
see-
about Aruxi there, Bastro?
Yeah, let's hold on there a second, friend.
Well,
I-
just because they're scaly means that they're bad people?
That's not
Only-
at all.
Based on
Only-
the facts that we confronted Aruxi.
Bronco
Down
was
below.
working with Aruxi, it seems.
You've seen one Aruxi, so you feel like you've seen them all. Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, yeah, let's just wait 15 minutes. Let's see what happens.
I don't think we should like wait. We don't have to wait, but like, if we have 15 minutes rather than like 30 seconds, we could do a little more healing, could chill out a little bit, look for that thing we're supposed to be looking for. So you said we came to the top level. Where are we right now?
You're in the next layer down below ground level, where like the waiting area is for all of the contestants in the tournament.
So we're not in the open air stadium yet.
No, you're not out in the open air stadium.
Okay.
You were just hearing the announcements through.
Got it.
Because remember, there are like windows all along one wall that are like foot height, but they let people see out into the stadium. If one of you pops over there real quick, you can see that there are just people out there with like rakes, kind of going over the sand. You see like one with a shovel, seems to be picking up like particularly bloody patches of sand and getting them off the field. And it seems like they're closing or setting up after a match. Is there anything else you guys are looking to do? 15 minutes before the next fight. You're not really sure what's going on with what
Let's get to the top.
Let's get to the
Yeah,
top
I-
level before we make any decisions. I think we need to get a lay of the land before we start any crazy decisions.
I agree.
I agree with
Are
you.
there any?
Come on,
are
let's
there-
go.
So, Will,
Yes.
looking around where we are there any like vendors selling healing potions or anything like that?
Vendors selling healing potions? No, but there is a medical section set up. This is where you guys came immediately after your first match when you guys were pretty beat up and bruised. They have like event staff that are there to treat the contestants. So there's like what appear to be like 4 clerics, maybe, set up and currently attending to what looks like some of the people who just came off of the field. But there doesn't appear to be a potion vendor down here, no.
No potion selling.
Give me your strongest
Oh, wow.
potions.
I don't think we have time for a a pit stop.
Um,
Go ahead.
can we go try to find the Iruxi team that's about to compete and see if we recognize any of them?
Sure. Roll me a search. Roll me a perception for searching.
Natural 20.
Okay.
39.
You walk end to end on this underground section, and you don't see any Irutsi whatsoever that are down here in this similar area.
Hey, gents, I don't see any other Iruxi down here. What do we think that means?
I don't know, but I agree with Kashok. I think we have to get topside and see if we find any danger. I don't know what Franca, where it would be, but I don't think it would be down here. No. Or
Did we search Franca's body?
We didn't. I had the same thought. We didn't search her body.
Could we have searched Franca's body before we left?
Sure. Let's say that took you maybe a minute.
Okay.
As you just roll through her belongings.
So hear the announcement. You have 14 minutes before the vote.
Yeah. You find. Let's see. You find a crossbow, a crowbar, 1, 2, 3 alchemical vials, what appear to be thieves' tools, a set of magical leather armor, a set of a magical. Should have said the crossbow is also magical. Magical leather armor, magical sword, and 3 what you would know to be sun rods.
I don't think we would have taken it. I don't think we would have taken any of that in the moment.
For sure we would have. Hello?
Just throw it all in the bag.
Wouldn't that have taken more time? I mean, that would have taken more time.
Junk
No?
in the bag.
You also
Would
find
we
a
have
would
grab.
have
time to do that?
We would have taken it off of her, thrown it in the bag, and identified it later.
Okay, if we could do that all in a minute, then yeah.
Grabbing it is what took you a minute, yeah.
Got it.
Not
Okay,
identifying
got it.
any of it.
Well, yeah, definitely no.
You just like
It doesn't take very long at all to take the leather armor off,
No.
and like I feel like everything about her, except for like her clothes, we would have just like in the bag, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys are. It's this weird juxtaposition where you all are feeling like rushed, panicked. You were told that it's too late, and then you get up here and there's just nothing happening. People are setting up, relaxing, sparring, waiting for the next match.
Remember, we don't know exactly what this machine does. It may still be too late, even if there's no consequences. Best for us to search areas that have access to main supplies or somewhere it would impact the most people.
We'll say Twinkle Toes, it took you about 5 minutes to search the entire row down here. So you have 10 minutes before the next match with which to do things.
During that 5 minutes, could Oski have gone to the cleric?
Sure. You walk up and like I said, there are 4 clerics busily working back and forth. It seems a team of 3 humans done up in like Mad Max leathers with like the spikes and the harnesses and like the zip up leather face mask.
Nice.
Are just like covered in bruises and scars, and one guy's arm is like visibly 90 degrees where it shouldn't be 90 degrees. And so 2 of the clerics are got their hands glowing over them, and you see the restorative process at work. Is there anything you're looking for here?
So I'll just remind you, Will, that Oski's wearing this like terrifying demon mask, which maybe is fine here with the gladiator sort of shtick going on, but I just want to remind you that he's actively wearing the demon's mask. He just goes, excuse me, friend, is it,
I need healing for my crew and and it's rather urgent. I'm sorry. Can I steal one of you or purchase a scroll or something quickly, please?
Oh, well, unfortunately, healing can't be provided for free if you are not just
I've
coming
got
off of a
gold, and
match.
he just grabs the sack of money
Oh.
he's got in his bag, and he's just like, "Please, just come quick,
Oh,
please."
very well. The Church of Abadar appreciates your donations. And
Church of Avatar. Fuck off.
and yeah, the cleric walks over, takes a look at Bastro, Twinkletoes, and Kashak. Let's see. How much money were you looking to spend to heal your friends?
What's the strongest? What's the strongest thing you got?
Give me your strongest heal.
Your strongest. That was said unironically.
You know,
Let me see. I can cast the healing spell up to 4th level. Just give me a moment to consult my prayer books for the appropriate tithe donation for such a service.
that's what's in the
I-
book.
Either 3rd or 4th level. I don't know what I can afford. but let me
3rd
know,
level would be
please.
approximately 18 gold, and 4th would be about
Oh.
40.
Is that per
my God.
person?
Oh, well, if you wanted, it's per
free
casting.
action.
I could do a shorter version to only heal one
I have
person.
gold as
or
well.
That's a
Or
3 action heal.
a
Okay,
full
yeah, yeah.
version to heal multiple people, yes.
You wanna
Dealer's
call it a-
choice. 3rd or 4th level, and how many actions do you want me to spend casting the spell?
I only need like one more touch of healing, and I'll be full. So do we want to do like maybe 1/3 or 4th, and then if y'all want more, we can get more.
Let's do 1/4. I'll pitch in.
I'll pitch in for a 4th.
You know, is that 10
Everyone
gold?
got 10 gold each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bastard, you still owe me 9 gold or 5 gold for rent, by the way.
All right, it's yours. Take it.
All right, I'll take it.
Very good, very good. Once again, the Church of Abadar thanks you. Let me see here. And he flips a couple of more pages in his holy text to get to the appropriate casting.
The menu is not the same page as the spell. It's a different spell. In the
Well, no,
book.
the menu is by spell level, and then he has to go to the spell.
Right, he's
to,
got to go to the spell. Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
If you don't think that the Church of Abadar has specifically, this is what
A
the
price
price
sheet,
is
yeah,
on
absolutely.
this day for
Yeah.
this number of people for.
In this city,
Yeah.
like in this city, it's different.
They would absolutely have a.
Like to the copper piece. Like
Yes.
to the copper for sure.
So, let's see. That is, you're doing a 4th level.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So that will be, what is that? 1d8. So that's 48.
48 points. Nice.
48.
That's
All
not what
right.
I said.
Nice. 48.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, good.
Wow.
Now, for the
Seven,
listeners at home,
nine.
4d8. 4d8 dice.
That's
4
gonna be
dice.
Oh.
each.
Oh.
Oh, is that what he meant?
15
dice
points of
each.
healing per person.
How much?
Sorry, you rolled.
Yeah,
what? You rolled what on what?
I'm sorry. What?
15 on 48.
Oh. Also, everyone gets an extra 4 points of healing because the greater healing staff gives you a +2 bonus.
Oh,
every
hell yeah,
time you
brother.
cast healing.
Oh, with that, I am full with the greater healing little tack on. I'm
What
I'm
did
glad
I
that helped.
What did I expect on 48?
I don't
15's
know.
actually- yeah, 15's actually not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty average, honestly.
I was gonna- I was like,
Bastro,
It was actually
I said-
statistically average on 48.
I
think it's
just
gonna
want to
happen.
say, I rolled 48 and I got 25.
Oh, it's,
Can we have Emily
it's
Grace?
too
for
bad
our
Emily Grace
healing,
can't
by the way?
cast heal.
can Bastro,
I mean, guys,
21.
I
21. I
third
did
level.
the math wrong. It's 21. 21. But
I shoot arrows for a living. Like, I'll be fine. But, like, I am pretty low.
I'm
Twinkle toes that I'm worried about.
I'm good. Like I'm not at full, but I'm good.
Bastro would like to purchase your finest 3rd level healing spell.
14 gold, and you doing a 3rd level or a 2nd level?
3rd level 2 action heal.
How much is that? 18? I'll
18
pitch in
gold.
9. I'll pitch in 9 of that.
That's so
Well, I
many
think he was
gold.
getting that for himself for 2 action on just himself.
I'll pay for
Oh.
a 2-action for you two, Twinkle Toes.
So 2 more third level, 2 actions, 1 for Twinkle Toes. 1
What's
for
the
Bastro.
math here? Is that better? Because like plus, what is it?
It's,
Plus,
it's plus 16 HP just on
It
the
is.
dot.
It's definitely better.
Or is it
'cause
24? I think it's 24 for third level.
24. Third
Yeah.
level's plus 24. It's
Third
definitely
level
better.
is-
it's better
if
to
y'all
pay
want
for
top-
two actions, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Cause I don't need. I'm full. I'm full HP.
So Kashak, if you need a 2-action, I have the gold. Like
I also
Do
have
it-
gold. I just wanna
Do a
spend it.
2-action for Bastro. I'll do a 2-action to second level instead of a third level.
okay,
So
mine's
the-
a third level.
So the third level on Bastro
Yeah.
is for, pretty good. 14, 19 plus 24 is 30, 41?
43.
43?
43.
19
43.
plus 43, yeah.
That's-
And then the second
perfect.
level on Twinkle Toes is...
How much does that cost?
Second level is... Good question.
Am I seriously gonna greed
7
this
gold.
and go in with this few hit points?
7?
Mhm.
Okay.
And you get back 26.
Nice.
What was third? How much was that again? Well,
Third level's 18.
18.
Is that all the
Would
healing
you-
we're doing?
Wait, you
Would you-
said 26 points?
Correct.
Would you hit me with a third level? I'll pay for it.
Alright, take the gold out, and you get...
Pissed about it.
11... You get 35.
Abdarians. 35. Okay.
You rolled, I rolled rocks for Bastro.
That's fine. Yeah, that's actually okay. I'm good with that.
Okay. And it is at this point
You're not getting any more of my money, you Avadarians.
where you hear outside the announcer come back. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to bring out our next contestants. Please assist me in welcoming to the Irorium today, Ogverm the Merciless and his Shikwashim friends. And you hear the crowd just begin to erupt. Just like that. You hear stomping of feet on the bleachers. You hear cheers. You hear whooping. Are you all making your way outside?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, we're running.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You all exit up the short flight of steps to the main ground level and burst out into the Colosseum proper to see a large, mechanically large lizard folk, Iruxi, question mark, though you've never seen one so large. Walking out of the gates, his massive form kind of hunched over, a billowing blood red cloak over his back, and you just see him dragging a massive great axe behind him through the sand that glints. It doesn't seem to be made of metal. This like obsidian great axe dragging behind him, glinting in the sunlight. You're just seeing him throwing his fist up into the air. The crowd roaring in anticipation as Ogverm the Merciless and his 2 Iruxi companions step out from their corner of the arena. You see Ogverm dragging this massive battle axe behind him and has donned a crimson cloak over thick layers of rags across his body. But in a single swipe, he turns to the crowd, ripping the cloak off to reveal a terrible contraption of tubes and gears
God
and
damn it.
2 large glass cylinders filled with a churning purple liquid, which is strapped to his back.
We go.
The monstrous
Yeah,
warrior addresses the shocked crowd, roaring, "People of Absalom, your time is at hand. Die in agony." And with that,
Cast
a
protection on Twinkle
plume
Toes.
of Celadon smoke.
You did what?
I cast protection on Twinkle Toes.
Ooh,
A
what's that
plume
do?
of Celadon smoke pours from the device, enshrouding the hulking figure and billowing towards the onlookers in the stands.
Dude, why don't we have any druids right now?
So, let's go to the map. And let's roll some initiative. You all see...
Was I allowed to cast that spell, Will?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
You see Ogverm the Merciless in all of his hulking form.
Yeah, he big.
And you watch as a cloud of smoke erupts around him. We're gonna go... like so. All right, now, where are we? Twinkletoes, what do you get?
I am going to do the after you.
Okay, so you're going last.
I'm going last.
Oski,
37.
Bastard.
Are we getting the +2 from Scout's Warning?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, then 39 from me.
Okay,
I got a 28.
28. Okay, and Kashak,
27.
27. So, Ogverm is up first. He will leave
Yeah, 39.
to back. We'll do that. Make it a little easier. So you watch as this smoke just begins to erupt from the clockwork device on his back, and it begins to float up towards the innocent onlookers. He then continues down the side to about here, where he will stop, and another cloud erupts around him. Back. Next up, after Ogverm, is going to be Oski.
So really quick, Twinkle Toes. So I cast Protection pre-combat. It lasts for a minute.
Okay.
The chosen alignment that I'm picking is evil.
Sweet.
So you gain a +1 status bonus to AC and saving throws against creatures and effects that are evil.
Amazing.
It's Oski's turn. He's gonna whisper into Bastro and say, Bastro, you want to fight this thing on its size?
Bastard just nods enthusiastically.
Oski's going to 2-action cast Enlarge on Bastro.
Okay.
And then 3rd action, he's going to move up and just say, everyone remember, stay close to me. He's going to go 5, 10. Actually, I don't want to get too close. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll get to there, I think. Yeah, he'll get to like the edge of the smoke. That's his turn.
Okay. So,
25. He'll get to the very edge of the smoke. That's his turn.
very good. Next up, after Oski, is going to be the Shikwashim mercenaries. They will flank out to the side. And these look to be similar to the Iruxi you fought down below. They have the same dress and garb, they have the same markings on their armor, and they are equipped similarly with javelins and swords. This one will go 5, 10, 15, 20, seeing Oski stepping up. Get the full movement there to 25, and then what's the range that I have on you from there? Probably not.
Is it thrown? I believe it's
great.
20 feet.
Yeah, so well, it's 20 feet outside of the smoke.
Be taking a -2 if you threw from there.
Yeah, so they're going to take their second action to move again, stride up another 20 feet. And then third action, they are going to toss a javelin at Oski, the massive wall of metal armor. You didn't raise your shield, did you?
I did not raise my shield.
But there's a chance.
This is the time.
There's a chance.
Now
okay.
time.
That is going
Wanted to
be,
get in there. He wanted to get in there.
with the javelin, a 31 to hit.
Still miss.
Still a miss. Yeah, so the javelin comes streaking at you. You're able to just kind of turn to the side a little bit, and it dings off one of your pauldrons. That is that one's turn. The second one will do something similar, but it's going to take 2 stride actions to come out to over here, and their third action to draw a second javelin. They're just
Cool
eyeing you
javelin.
guys. Yeah, double javelin, baby. I'm gonna get 2 throws off next turn. It's gonna be sick. They look to be eyeing you guys up, but mostly trying to steer clear of Ogverm and letting him do kind of his thing. And as you're watching, this plume of smoke that begins to waft up towards the stands, you see that people are running in panic. The ones that have been swept into it, you can see them begin to like cough, and this like thick, oily black substance begins to just start pouring out like along their hands, like almost like they're sweating this black, oily substance as
No.
it envelops
oh, no,
them.
No.
And that is the end of their turn, which means it is now Bastro. We got 1 over Kashak.
I have 2 quick questions
Yeah.
before I think will affect Bastro's turn. First, how did these Uruxi folks seem to be dealing with the smoke that they were in from the first explosion? Do they seem to be immune? Do they seem to be dealing with it poorly?
Do you want to roll a perception check on your turn?
Yes. How is the smoke occluding vision? How is that affecting us? in
So
terms of,
in
like,
terms of smoke,
that.
we're actually going to get into concealment, which doesn't happen very often.
honestly the
because,
answer I was hoping you'd give makes this feat useful.
So they will have the concealed. They will be concealed to you, meaning that you can still see them. You can still see Ogverm there, but you're not sure like where the extremities of their body end. There's like twisting smoke and shadow, and you're just kind of catching glimpses of like bright green through this purple smoke. So you have an idea of where they are, but don't see exactly where they are. So anything that you're doing, if you're targeting Ogverm, or vice versa, if you were in the smoke and he was targeting you, is a DC 5 flat check to target with an attack, spell, or other effect.
Sick. Okay, gotcha.
I'm glad you
Thank you.
asked. Bastard,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Okay. So in order, just to make sure I'm reading the rules right, like holding your breath, you have to do that each round in order to effectively hold your breath, right? It's kind of like swimming rules.
It's exactly like swimming rules. So you will have 5 plus your con modifier rounds that you can hold your breath. If you do something on your turn, attack or cast a spell, you lose a round of that, and then you will lose a round every time that you do it, right? So you'll have, let's say, I don't know, what's your con modifier?
It's a great question. +3.
So you'll have 8 rounds. If you ran up and attacked, you would go down to 7 rounds, and then at the end of your turn, you'd go down to 6 rounds.
But every time I hold my breath in a round, it resets to 8.
No.
You would have to stop holding your breath
Stop holding your breath.
and then start again.
Breathe.
Got you. So
But
I
if you
can hold.
stop holding your breath, and you go 8 rounds, like, yeah, I guess you just
Go unconscious.
Passed out?
I don't
go
know.
unconscious. Like,
You start drowning.
like your body doesn't do that though. Like, you probably just start.
drowning.
You probably just start breathing,
By the
breathe,
rules
and then
of
be
the book,
subject
yeah.
yes.
to.
I would say
Yeah.
in this case, you probably just have to take a breath again.
Yeah, you
right.
just start breathing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's kind of what happens when you're underwater. It's like you can only hold your breath up to a certain point, and then your body forces you to try to breathe, and then you suck up a bunch of water.
Oh, but for
And then
you,
you drown.
Bastro, it's really interesting. Verbal components on spells means you like you have to open your mouth. Like,
Right.
That would basically break your breath holding.
This is interesting. All right. And then Olski, you didn't have to like jump down, right? This is just ground level.
Will didn't tell me I had to when I moved. I should.
No. It is ground level. Yeah.
Okay, good. 5. So first action, I'm gonna hold my breath, and then I'm
Okay.
gonna run into this smoke. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's my base movement.
Remember, you do have reach if you don't want to get right up
Oh,
the
that's
grill.
that's
Yeah,
that.
you do have
Thank
5
you
feet of
for that.
reach. 10 feet of reach in this case.
Is it 10 feet?
Well, you can, like, normally your reach is only the 5 feet adjacent to you with
Right,
large
so it's-
feet. But yeah, you'd still need to be one more up. Yeah.
Right. You're right. Third action.
What you got there for me?
I'm gonna trip him.
Okay. I know we did
Yep.
this whole song and dance last episode. This is against his reflex. DC?
I'll never ever remember. That's the one rule I won't memorize.
Everyone's got that one rule.
What, trip?
Yeah, that's against your reflex. My athletics against your reflex.
What'd you get there, big guy?
Oh, 15. So total is, that's a lot of math. 36
36?
trip. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Something tells me reflex is not this guy's best save.
36.
That is exactly a success.
Wow. The bastard dashes up, shot all big and huge,
Back
and he
pain.
just sweeps the leg on this mecha lizard, and he goes down.
Yeah, you
Mecha
watch
lizard.
Mecha lizard. You watch as he
Accurate.
slumps forward. He was paying more attention to like getting this smoke to drift up into the crowd. You just kind of step up next to him, sweep the legs out from under him. He goes face down, grabbing himself, like pushing the axe against the ground, and he just looks up at you, snarling, just like, "What do you think you're doing?" And you look at this contraption, and it's just again these two massive glass cylinders with a number of clockwork pieces. There seems to be like a singular valve that pokes up at the top of this contraption, where there's like a little nozzle, almost like a sprinkler, where it's like
I'm picturing
up
Super
to
Mario Sunshine.
yeah, I mean it's like that. What's the backpack's name? Oh my gosh, Blasphemy.
The nozzle. Yeah. wow, what
Nozzle,
is-
yeah.
Flood.
yeah.
Flood.
Flood, yeah.
Flood.
Um,
Wow. Hero point for Dan.
It looks a lot like Flood, like this backpack, and it's just got a nozzle on top that is spewing thick plumes of this gas. But you do successfully trip Ogverm. And is that all of your actions?
Yeah, so that's 3.
There's 3 actions. Okay.
Hold breath is an action, right?
No.
I have never come across somebody doing this, so I couldn't tell you.
I don't think
Oh,
it's
I
an
think
action.
you can just do it.
All right. Well, then third action is cast shield.
Cast shield. Okay, very good. So this like white shimmering energy just zoop up across.
Oh, you know, I hate to be that guy. Isn't tripping technically an attack roll? Doesn't Dan have to roll the flat check?
Oh, true. Thank you for reminding me. Go ahead and roll a DC 5 flat check.
I think trip's an attack roll.
I rolled a 6. It's a 5,
Oh.
right?
Yeah,
Thank
you're
God.
good. Still happens.
Ooh, baby.
Very good. End of Bastro's turn. Beginning of Kashak's turn. Kashak, go ahead.
Dan, can you tell me how flood is spelled and what it stands for?
Ooh.
FLUD.
It's
It's
no, it's
definitely
FLUDD. It's 2D.
Uh-huh.
But
I
two
forget
Ds.
what
It is
I forget what it
FLUDD.
stands for. It's
Wow,
been too
Dan's
long.
knowledge is unmatched.
The Flash Liquidizer Ultra Dousing Device.
It's said once in the whole game.
At the
but
very
you introduced
beginning, yeah.
yourself as the Flash Liquidizer Ultra Dousing Device, and it's gone. It is twice now today that Super Mario Sunshine has come up in my life.
Oh, really good game.
Very good game.
Really good game.
So, here's the deal.
Yeah.
That really
22
made me
years
sick.
old, by the way. 22 years old.
Don't remind me.
Don't you
Oh.
do that to me, Ben.
I'm going to hunt this man's. I'm going to
So
engage my
hunted.
ranger
Yay.
hunt prey ability. I will then enter my point blank shot stance.
Okay.
Where my shoulders or point my hips or other stuff.
Jack doesn't know how to
Um,
archery. Kashak does.
He will put one foot on top of the other and then put his hips in 90 degrees. And then he will quick shot with his bow, where I draw the bow and attack in the same action.
Are you within range to get the benefit from point blank?
Point blank shot is a 60-foot range.
Oh.
It is all related to your weapon's range increment. So my range increment is
Nice.
60 feet for
so
my
much
bow.
better than first edition.
Yeah, if it's got the open trait, but it's +2 circumstance bonus to damage rolls on attacks within my weapon's first range increments. If I was using a longbow, it'd be even farther. Like it's just
Very
like
good.
you get bonus damage if you're within the first increment. And because of my blind fight feat, I don't care if he's concealed or not. So I just get to roll the attack roll.
That's great. Wait, that's great.
How is a 28 for you on his prone, flat-footed AC?
That will be a hit.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Wait, does he get a bonus to AC from being prone?
No, he could take cover and get a
That's
+4 collective to ranged, but he does not right
He's
now
not-
get it.
He's not gonna do that. He's gonna slap Basser in the face with an axe. If we're gonna be honest.
Don't do that.
This could be big damage. Okay, 25 points of piercing damage.
25 points piercing damage.
25 on that guy.
Very good.
That's 3 actions for me, and then Sheethra is going to start Scooby-Doo running into the combat. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kicking up sand all over Kashak and Twinkletoes.
She's doing her best.
What a good girl.
All right. That means it is now Twinkletoes' turn, bringing up the bottom of the order.
Heck yes. Okay. So I am going to first go 5, 15, 20, 30, 35, 45, tumble through to over here.
Go ahead and roll it for me.
That's gonna be a 35.
That is a success.
Fabulous. So he's flat-footed to me because of my tumble behind feet.
Okay, just remind me when you attack. Next
Okay.
action.
Yes. This is gonna be a confident finisher on this guy. Natural 15 for a 35 to hit.
35 to hit. That is a hit.
Awesome. So that's gonna be 66. That's it. 12. 16. No. Yeah, 16. 21. 24. 27. 30 points of damage.
30 points of damage. Okay. Coming in strong. Yeah, so you do a little tuck and roll under the legs, popping up in just this rain of sand and little rocks that shoot across, pop up and
Just want to
stab.
make sure
Yes.
35 was not a crit against flat-footed.
It was not.
Okay, cool. So to
One
make
might
sure.
say you were
Okay.
1 point away from critting.
Dang.
I had to double check, but you were so close.
Well then.
But you do a very nice pop up and slash across the back of their leg. They almost fall trying to catch themselves, but they put one of their 2 javelins into the ground to right themselves and get back up. But it was a big hit.
Okay, well, I'm going to parry for my third action.
Okay. But you had enough movement to do that all in one?
Yeah.
Without starting with panache? Oh, you did start with panache.
Oh, I
because
did
of-
because
did
I
start
went
with
last.
Yeah.
Heck
What's
yeah,
your movement
dog.
on that? You were
50. It was 45 to here, and then tumble through. And tumble through is you move up to your movement and then make your acrobatics check on action.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, because that's how far it was.
I think to get it, it would have been in one of the off diagonals.
No, because I was here,
You were here? Oh.
and that's 45 to here. I moved up to my movement and then tumbled through to the other side.
Okay. It's all good. It's just shocking how quickly you can move.
Fuck it, we've all.
So, end of round 1. Top of round 2, and Ogvrum, still just kind of chuckling and snarling under his breath, will stand up.
Attack of opportunity.
Go for it. Roll a flat check.
Attack of opportunity.
Flat check. With a 10. Like that.
Yep, roll to hit.
It's gonna be 34 to hit.
34 to hit. Okay. That is a critical hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Yo.
That's a crit? What?
You see, he's not very heavily armored. He's just wearing simple leathers.
That means he's gonna hit like a truck.
Alright.
Dan, don't forget the increased damage from being large.
Yes. Thank you. That's
What's your
20
total?
points of damage.
20, 2-0.
2-0.
Okay. Very cool, very good, very cool. Roll me a perception check.
I perceive.
Concerning.
Not that good. 25.
25. Yeah, the smoke is kind of still occluding your vision of his form perfectly. You're able to hit him because he's so large, but yeah, you're not noticing too much about him at this point. But Ogvrum does successfully stand up, and he whips around at you with this massive axe.
He's not okay.
Ooh.
Banner, is your theory brain just like spiraling at this point?
Well,
It's
I'm
gonna be a-
wondering if it's more than just simple resistance. Yeah. Something
38
weird.
to hit.
That hits.
Let me just get out my 3d10s here.
What does he wear? What is he wielding? The axe?
The axe.
Yeah, that's gonna hit like a truck.
Where are my... There they are. Whew. 8, 15, 16... it's gonna be 24 points of slashing. Sorry. 30 points of slashing.
30 points. Alright. You know what? I'm going to actually shield block that with my shield spell. So that's going to... It's going to go down to 15 points, which is a good...
But you are no longer able to cast shield.
Yeah, then you lose
Yeah.
shield.
That is very true.
We'll see how that plans out.
Second action, he will just go out and bite at you with his jaws. Sorry, third action because he stood up with his first. That is only
Just Eruxy things.
a 30 to hit,
That misses.
even though you don't have shield up anymore.
Yep.
Okay.
So 30.
Are you taking into account the -1 from being large to your AC?
That hits exactly.
Ready to be that guy again?
Dang it.
AC 30.
I don't like that.
Large gives you
God.
minus 1 AC, but +2 damage. It's
I
basically
forgot
rage.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That
good.
time it is 24. No. 20. Yeah, 24. 24 points of piercing as he bites you.
It's a big
Ow.
chomp.
All right.
And that is
That's a gator chomp.
his turn. Next up is going to be Oski.
First action, Oski's gonna bring up his shield. Wants to get that going. He is then second action going to. He is going to. He's gonna enter Dread Marshal stance. Actually. Oh,
Should've
yeah,
done
that's
this
even
earlier.
smart.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That's pretty terrifying.
that axe is
No,
great.
that's hot.
That's
That's
that's-
so cool.
I really
I got
should
a
have
little
led
bit
with
of a fear-
this,
fear
but you know,
boner.
here we are.
Ogverm the Merciless.
Yeah,
That's
pretty good.
rad.
And reminder, this guy is like 12 feet tall.
I love
Um,
your Ruxy, man. They're so freaking cool. Just this horrifying creatures.
He's not a Ruxy anymore, my friend.
So Will, I'm rolling a level-based intimidation check. Level 11 DC, whatever that is.
You guys are level 11 now?
Sure are.
I guess.
Sure are.
Sir.
Since when? When did I let you do that?
It's a while. It was long enough ago that
Couldn't tell
I'm
ya.
expecting 12 soon.
Same, actually.
Go ahead and roll it.
All right, so that's a 40.
That's a critical.
Heck
Hey.
yeah. So
That makes sense.
everyone gets +2 to damage if you're within 20 feet of me. Let me see if I can make an aura.
I got you.
Let me get within
Okay.
20 feet of you real
Make
quick.
sure it's one that everyone can see.
Yep.
Player permissions. Yeah.
Yeah.
That gets me every time.
So +2 to damage if you're within 20 feet.
Can
of
everybody
me.
see that?
Yep.
It is unfortunately a status bonus, so Dan, I actually don't think this applies to you.
Rip.
It won't stack with being large because both are status bonus. Status bonus don't stack, right?
No,
Correct.
no.
You just take the highest of this singular type of bonus. You can stack different types of bonuses, but it's the highest version of a single bonus in this
Yeah.
case status.
Both are +2, unfortunately.
Well, no, this would actually be higher because he's using a 3D damage dice weapon.
I'm not. I'm using 2D.
Oh, it's the weapon you're wielding.
Yeah.
Oski's wielding.
That I am wielding.
Sorry.
I have regular striking.
I thought it
unfortunately,
was
not greater.
the weapon that we are wielding, but it's the weapon you're wielding.
It's mine, unfortunately. But that's okay. Sheether gets it. I think that'll be really useful. And then once Twinkletoes joins the closer folks here, Will, it didn't appear like
Been a
Bastard was
lot
impacted by like being in the fog besides concealment, right? Like there's no burning, no his
You wanna
ears
make
aren't
a
bleeding. Like
Perception or medicine check to corroborate that?
He's holding
I-
his breath.
he is holding his breath. No, I don't, because I want to get closer. Dang it.
Yeah.
Third
that's
action,
alright.
Oski just steps to there. Third action. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Very cool. Very nice. Very cool.
Okay.
Next up is going
I-
to be the Shikwashim. This adventurous lad who's found himself face to face with Twinkletoes much sooner than he ever thought was physically possible is going to try to. You see that he drops one of the javelins. Will then try to equip a shield if you would like to take an attack of opportunity.
I would like to take an attack of opportunity.
Go ahead and roll to hit for me.
Do I retain my parry if I do?
I
don't know how that works.
believe
Shouldn't
so.
interact
Yeah, I
that
believe
way.
so.
Cool. It's a 34 to hit.
A 34 will hit. So go ahead and roll damage for me.
Okay. That's just a regular strike. Ew! Rocks on the dice though. A 6 and a 5.
Okay.
14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. So, first action, so I should say, free action drops one of the javelins. First action will draw a shield where they get slapped up by one of Twinkletoes' blades. Second action will raise the shield. Third action will attempt to stab you with the javelin as though it were a spear.
Is this creature evil?
Is that particularly important?
It
The
affects my
protection
armor
spell.
class.
Yes.
Sweet, my armor class is so high right now compared to normal.
Because as we've learned, Iruxi are evil.
Yikes.
Kashak included.
Whew, baby. That is going to be a 36 to hit.
Oh.
For 13 points of piercing damage as they just stab straight forward into you.
Ew.
I know, I'm sorry. This one here. He doesn't like his odds. If he charges in at Oski or even Shithra. So it's actually going to wrap around behind. We'll take 2 actions to get up to there.
And suddenly my AC is back to normal.
And will attack you with a scimitar. Natty 19 for a 30. Yeah, Natty 19 for a 39.
It'll hit.
It's going to
It's a
be.
good
not
thing
crit.
that I have those things on me though, but because otherwise it would have crit.
It's going to be 16 points of slashing on that one.
Okay.
But that is the end of their turn. So Twinkletoes, aiming to skirmish the skirmishers, has got outskirmed.
That's assuming a lot, good sir.
I don't know who's flanked and who isn't. Time will tell.
This is
Fuck
exactly
your
what I
both moralists.
wanted.
That is going to be Bastro's turn. Bastro, buddy, why don't you go ahead and roll me a fortitude save?
All right. We haven't seen the start of his turn yet.
It's a contact poison.
No, it's not.
While I do appreciate the effort, it has nothing to do with you breathing it in.
It's a contact poison.
Fortitude.
Because of course it is.
Yeah,
He's
of
got
course.
42.
No, I asked if it's fortitude.
Fortitude save.
Uh,
I got 32. Or if it is fortitude,
it
He
is
rolled a-
fortitude. You got a 32.
correct.
He rolled a 32 save. Yeah.
Okay.
32 save.
Go ahead and take your turn.
All right. So we don't have to worry about Bastard breathing, I guess.
Honestly,
I've never once
Bastro
worried about
starting-
Bastro breathing.
That's fine. It's all good.
Bastro starting to sweat like black ooze would not be too far out, given how
We're all gonna see that. Gonna be like,
Oh, that's normal.
sure.
Even Bastard would be like, oh, this must be new, whatever.
Jesse hit puberty. Like,
This horrifying creature with so many malformations.
Let me
First
Already.
action, I'm going to enter my arcane stance. You see Bastro, big Bastro, erupt in this magical energy.
Did you say Big Bastro?
Excuse me.
Big Bastro.
why is that still the low res image, William?
Biggest Bastro.
Are you sure
I
it's the
blame
low
Will
res
for that.
image and it just wasn't blown up a lot?
That's the low res
You
image.
see the feathers on Bastro's right arm begin to form into a spear, almost, as he javelin spikes this person. Roll. I was about to just roll damage. I got a 12. Total is 33 to hit.
Is that one also the low res image?
Yes.
I've updated it, so I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I'll look at it after stream.
Okay.
Flat check.
Sorry, yeah, roll your flat check for me, and then what did you
Oh,
get to
yeah.
hit?
33 to hit. Flat check is an 8. So we're good.
So that hits. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Hey,
What is this flat check for?
it's because I'm in the smoke.
Freaking
Steelman.
Steelman on the smoke.
Oh, right.
Ba, ba, ba. I have to scroll all the way down. 55 points of
Oof.
DiMaggio. Those were a lot of 5s and 6s.
A lot
Oh
of
my.
Yes. Wow.
And that is Bastro's turn.
Okay. After Bastro is Kashak.
Let's do a few things. Let's command Shithra. So in this Iruxi language, you hear him shout out something to Shithra, and she, if you're not playing this game with large-sized animal companions, I don't know who you are, because check this shit out. She moves over to here, where she'll be able to benefit from the Dread Marshal stance and also flank this creature with Twinkle Toes.
That's crazy. Wait, that's
Wild. Crazy. So she's going to bite that individual,
Okay.
or attempt to at least. How about a 30 to hit?
A 30 to hit, you say?
I did.
That'll hit.
Uh, 27 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I forget that Shithra hits like a truck.
Yeah, 2d8 plus 9 plus my 2d8 precision. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not my hunted target. Let me reroll that. I'm trolling. I'm trolling you. I'm trolling you. Take 17 points of piercing damage.
17 points. Okay.
Still good.
Still a solid
Forgot.
chunk ripped out of this guy's arm by Sheether's bite.
Yeah, forgot that was not my hunted target. I will then move forward. 5, 10, might as well move like 15.
Might as well.
And then
right?
I will shoot at the guy doing the thing,
as one does.
as one that tries to do. 37 to hit.
37 is a hit, my friend. That is actually a critical hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Ooh, that's spicy. Okay. Okay. I have to do like math now.
You know what else is spicy? The air right now.
The airs.
Just a bit, just a bit.
Wait. Okay. Times 2. 47 points of piercing damage. He is also now immobilized.
Oh,
The-
right.
Right.
The arrow sticks in his arm to the wall next to him, and he is immobilized.
This guy? Big guy?
That guy-
So there isn't any walls next to him, but you watch as the
Okay.
arrow sinks into his foot, straight down this dead
Yes.
center, splitting in between the metacarpals, and just buries itself into the hard concrete below the sand layer. And you see that as he's trying to like step up, he gets a little bit caught. Yeah, very nice turn, big turn.
Huge.
Actually, a huge turn.
It would be a DC 10 athletics to remove the missile, but it's only a one action, like interact.
I can't fail that on a natural one.
Yeah, so
Action
Um,
tax.
you do the
It's
thing.
action tax.
It is action
Yeah.
tax,
yeah,
which is
strictly
really
action
good.
attacks for sure.
It's still very good. We're gonna go with the nets for immobilized.
Good.
Very
is my turn.
cool. Very good. Very cool. Twinkle
Yeah,
Toes, bring
big
up the
turn
bottom of the
for
round.
the lizards.
Incredible. Okay, so I am going to start with a quick little backflip. I am making a fascinating, or just a performance. I'm not trying to fascinate anyone. I'm just trying to perform.
Me too.
It's not for you, it's for me.
Me too. Really, that's all we were trying to do here.
Ooh, natty 19 for a 40.
40 is a
40.
critical success. I think we've established there are no benefits for a critical on that.
Correct.
Yeah.
But other than panache.
Other than panache, yeah. But you
Yeah,
get that
my
on
panache.
success as well.
Yes, that's true. No special benefit. Anyway, I'm going to immediately spend that with a dual finisher on these lads.
These lads. Yeah, go for it. Roll it. Are you
These
you roll
lizard
once
lads.
or you roll one for
I rolled
each?
twice. And since I am wielding both agile weapons, no penalty to
Very
either.
cool. Very cool.
And
Why don't you go ahead and roll the top one first, and then then the bottom.
I'm gonna roll the bottom one first because that's when I'm flanking, and that's
Okay,
gonna be with
sure.
my rapier. Okay.
If that works.
Natural 17.
Total
It's gonna
of
be a 37 to hit, which I
that a crit?
believe is a crit.
Did raise his shield. With shield. Oh.
By
Is it
one?
37?
Yeah.
By one because he raised the shield.
Dang it!
Still a hit.
Dang
Still a
it!
hit. Yeah. So he's got.
Okay.
They've got. I mean, you have been bouncing around the precipice of it. These guys have AC 28, 30 with the shield raised. So with the flanking, you brought him down to a 28 or 38 or 30. Yeah, 38 to crits, which didn't quite happen.
Darn.
Yeah.
That's
Still
okay.
though, still a hit. Roll a top one to hit.
Yes. Natural 16 for a 36.
Absolute rocks. That is a hit.
Okay, damage on bottom one coming first. Okay. 7, 10, 13, 19, 25, 28 on the bottom one.
28 on the bottom one. Okay.
And then top one.
It's the first time anybody's drawing blood on the northern Iruxi.
4, 8, 11, 15, 18 on the top one.
18 on the top one. Very good. So, with a quick backflip into a double slash, you land decisive blows on both of them. Is that everything you've got?
No, I have one more action.
Dual finisher is one action.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I believe. Let me double check that. Double check that.
It's like
Do you take a
Yeah, one action. It's one action.
it's expressly better than like most of the action.
Do you take a penalty?
If I were to strike with non-agile weapons, I would, but I don't.
I mean, she's spending her panache. Like that's
yeah, I'm spending my panache.
Oh, but yeah, if the second strike is made with a non-agile weapon, it takes a -2. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. It's really good, but you're giving up the speed, you're giving up the bonus damage on non-finisher attacks. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, spending panache is supposed to be great.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
your action tax there is doing another action on your next turn to get panache back, right? Like,
I'd love to discuss this with my double shot feat though, because I feel like it's an interesting conversation.
I'm then going to tumble through. No, am I gonna leave flanking? Yeah. No, I'm gonna do a flip. Get that panache back.
Okay. Very good. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, 35. I'm sure that beats someone's AC.
35 is
DC,
success, yes.
Yeah.
With one, I'm just imagining this, right? You're completely surrounded. These people are trying to beat on you with scimitars and javelins. You're just doing literal flips in their face. Like,
What you see is me jump up and like I'm spinning, and then just two swords flash out real quick, and then I just keep spinning, and then I touch down.
I'm almost imagining one of those like routines where you do like the handsprings forward and then you flip around back and go the other direction, and somewhere along the way they just notice that they've both been cut across the face as you're doing this routine. Very cool. And I think that's where we're going to go ahead at the end of round 2, take a quick 9-minute break. We'll be right back in 9 minutes.
Quick.
8:40 Eastern Standard. And we'll be right back in to the final combat of Book 3. Thank
See
you so
y'all
much
soon.
for being here. We'll be right back. you know, I was skeptical. I really was. I thought it would turn out differently. But this Pina Colada IPA from Three Notch is actually pretty good.
Pina Colada IPA.
Three Notch Brewing, man. They have been skirting the line on unacceptable for so long.
Hashtag
they keep
not
making
sponsored.
stuff. They keep making stuff, and it's like, that's gonna be terrible. That's gonna suck. And then they pull it off.
But
I
like,
don't know, man.
I know, right? And it's like I don't really like. I'm not a coconut fan. You know, like
I love
coconut
coconut.
flavoring.
I love coconut.
Especially like the fake coconut flavor, like the
Well,
flavoring.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
But
different.
this is surprisingly good. And yeah, it's like sweet IPAs are like really weird to begin with.
I hate that. Yeah.
But they've done a good job of balancing the kind of bitter and sourness with the pina colada. So let me just.
I always tell people that if you put a shred of coconut into like one serving of like beef stew or like something really rich and hearty, I could probably taste the coconut.
Yeah.
Like
Is it
one
good or bad?
sliver of coconut into like a very large quantity of something, like 1 part per million coconut, I could probably taste it. And I hate
Good or
coconut.
bad?
I hate coconut.
Okay.
Oh.
Like I
Yeah,
always
I think
always
no one
taste it
likes
in
coconut
everything.
here.
Like it's
Yeah,
so
am I the
good.
only one here who likes coconut?
I'm
not
hit
a
or
good
miss.
flavor.
I'm hit or miss.
Wow.
You know what else is hit or miss?
Shocking.
Ogvrum using the first action of his turn to slap Bastro with an axe.
Will,
Yeah.
I hate to be this
What?
guy, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring this up and let you decide. So I did forget about the Dread Marshal stance on my last turn.
2 more points of damage.
Technically
Or more.
4. It was 2 for
Crit.
that a crit. When I crit, you would be frightened 1.
Why?
That's the ability. When he crit on the Dread Marshal
Oh
stance.
my god, yeah, that's a Dread Marshal.
When
When
anybody
you or
crits
an ally-
Oh.
When
Anybody,
you or an
no,
ally
it's
in the
anybody.
aura critically hits an enemy with a strike, that enemy is frightened 1. Because I crit
Oh.
you become
I did
frightened
forget
1
about that.
because of Dread Marshal stance.
I mean, I get
Oh,
to use
thank
my
you
favorite
for that.
Roll20 icon in the game, the screaming dude. Just the ah.
The
All right.
Krakatoa painting.
I'll take that into consideration. The axe comes whipping around.
So, is this the flat check?
He probably doesn't have to do it, I bet.
I would put serious money down that this guy
Yeah.
doesn't give a
Even
shit
though,
about your
even though
smoke.
his arm is like attached to the wall with the arrow, he can still attack.
He's just immobilized.
It's
He
just-
can still
Yeah.
hit
It's his foot.
you.
Because I crit him, I'm assuming it's like his
Flavor
liver.
wise.
Yeah.
It's like the main part of his body.
Where is his tidbits?
-1 from frightened.
Just take that down to a +28 then. That is
Oh.
a 43.
That's a crit.
I'm gonna trigger my champion's reaction and say, "Foul beast, stop this nonsense at once." So Bastro, take resistance 13, and then, well, I'm assuming Will, you're doing damage, right?
Oh yeah, he's doing damage on this crit.
So he's now on after this attack, he'll be enfeebled 2.
Okay.
Bastro get resistance 14. If he's evil, which I assume he is, persistent good damage.
The guy who's currently biochem bombing the the Irorium.
He's got his motivations. Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
It said he is no longer an Aruxi. I don't think we can reason with this gentleman.
Yeah, who
No,
knows
I don't
what
know.
that means?
Yeah, seriously.
22, 29, 4, 29, so that's 58 plus 24, so 70, 82 points of damage.
Wow.
So only actually 69.
Nice.
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 And he's now enfeebled 2 and will have to roll for good damage at the end of his turn.
He's going to attempt an athletics check, which again, I don't think he can crit. He can't fail even on a natural 1. Yeah, he couldn't fail even on a natural 1. So he's just going to take the action to get rid of the immobilized. He rips his foot out of the sand. Bastard, he just watches the arrow just sucks out of his foot as he just lifts it straight off without any effort. And then he will go with his third action, 5, and he's moving, so you can take your attack of opportunity.
I will.
10. Sorry, yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, what have I done? Okay, there we go. And the cloud moves with him.
The cloud that like lingers where he was.
It sure does, buddy.
Oh yeah, this is rough.
I got a 34 on that attack of opportunity.
34 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Yeah.
Sorry, that is a crit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
He stays frightened 1, by the way, because Bastard just crit.
True. Very cool. Well, doesn't it still drop off at the end of his turn, though?
He would. Yes.
Let me read.
That's how frightened works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it just gives him frightened 1 and he's still frightened 1 and frightened drops off at the end of his turn, then it would still just drop.
It
off.
wouldn't
right.
take him to frightened
It
2.
does-
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't stack. Yeah, it doesn't stack. You're right. You're right.
That's weird. That doesn't feel right, you know?
It
That's
is
not-
a little weird.
It's to keep you from doing exactly that. Is doing a bunch of things that give
Yeah.
frightened 1 and stacking them up to a much higher frightened value.
Yes.
I think it makes sense.
Yes, but we crit him twice. Like in the like flavor of the game should be getting more afraid than like the same amount of afraid. I just like I get where you're coming from.
The
But,
massive lizard who's currently spewing clouds of toxic fume around himself.
I mean, maybe he's afraid of arrows. Who knows?
He's a little bit more cautious because of what's going on.
Maybe I don't know.
Talk to me when you can do anything that does frighten 2. That's the end of his turn.
28 points of damage.
28.
Yeah, on the crit.
Is that adding +4 from Dread Marshal?
32 points of damage.
Remember your damage boosts.
Okay.
Or not Dread Marshal for being large.
Yeah, no, I forgot the +4.
Yeah.
It is now Oski's turn. Oski, go ahead and roll me a fortitude save.
Yeah, I was waiting for that. All right, fortitude, you say, huh? All right. Ooh, good roll. Yeah, it's a 38.
38. Okay. It is your turn.
First action, raises his shield. Yeah, that could actually be interesting. Trying to figure out if I want to try to make this guy run away or not. We just deal with the minions. First action, he'll raise his shield. With his second action, he wants to either recall knowledge or like just see, like, he wants to see what's going on with this guy. Perception? Were you saying of perception?
Do you want to recall knowledge or do you want to look at him? I was asking Bastro for a specific thing. Do you want to look at him?
Oh, well, I think I had to do with damage. I think Oski's going to try to damage him. So he's going to attack. He's going to strike with his second action.
Okay.
And that's a 32 to hit.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
All right. Ooh, horrible damage. 12 points of bludgeoning.
12 points of bludgeoning. Okay.
This is appear like all the damage goes through.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a
Okay.
flat check for me.
Oh yeah, thank you. I forgot. 16 on the die.
He's not real.
Yeah, I know. I'm confused. Only Bastro would do that. Sorry, third action. Oski would do this. Third action, he's gonna try to demoralize.
Sure. Roll an intimidate.
That's a 36 against Will DC.
That is a success. So he is frightened 1.
Regular success.
Regular
not crit?
success.
Okay, so he just is frightened 1. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Very good. These two lovely gents this one will raise their shield again, and will drop the what is it called? The javelin. Good lord, that was tough. We'll drop the javelin for it, and drawing a scimitar. If you'd like to take your attack of opportunity.
All right. That's gonna be a 31 to hit.
31 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Nice. And that's a precise strike, so it's 2d6 plus 7.
Only.
16 points of damage.
Ooh, good hit. Yeah, this guy's starting to look pretty rough. But then we'll, after drawing the scimitar, we'll slash out at you with it. That is a natural 1. So you could riposte if you had a reaction left. It doesn't matter. You already hit him. Third action will... Oh, that would not...
That was his third action.
No, it wasn't.
That was his third action. He raised his shield, he drew the thing, and then he struck.
You're right. I take it all back. This one will drop a javelin, draw a shield, will raise it, and then strike at you with the scimitar. So they now both have their full melee complement ready to go. That is a 38 to hit with the scimitar.
Hits.
Okay. For 16 points of slashing. That is their turns. Next up is Bastro. Bastro, what you got for me? First off, roll a fortitude save.
Oh boy. Cock. 15 for a total of 33.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you got for me?
First action, I'm going to replenish my arcane stance. See him erupt in energy again. Next two actions, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
That's a good call.
So
Nice.
now there's multiple large Bastros around this giant Bastro,
Swim.
and that's his turn.
Okay. Next up is Kashak.
Do you want Sheathra to roll a save?
I would like Sheathra to roll a save, thank you.
And a fortitude save, you said? That
Would
is
be.
a 34.
34, okay.
Okay, let's do this, shall we? Let's move to here.
All right.
Let's double shot.
All right.
Sheathra and Bastro flanking Osvern right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
A 36 on the first attack,
Okay.
and a natural 20 for a 39 on the next attack.
Nice.
Yo,
That's-
Kashak coming in clutch tonight.
That's
I am,
2 crits.
I'm popping off right now, so there we go. Make sure I have my damage right. Yep. Okay.
So does that mean that he'll have 2 arrows pinning him to the floor?
Yep.
Yo, wow. And this guy, I think, wants to move, so that's good.
First crit is 57 points of piercing damage,
With the +4?
and he is pinned. Yep, I have the +2 baked into my sheet now, so
What's
I'm
the
using
total?
that.
Cool.
57 points of piercing damage.
Oof. Okay.
Second crit. $48 points of piercing damage.
God.
And he will be. I'll let you roll that. I mean,
I don't think
Yeah.
it would stack. I don't think he would need 2 actions, especially. I'm saying this especially because he can't fail the check even on a natural 1. That they pose little to no hindrance to him, so it would still just be 1 action.
Yeah, I think 1 action to take out both missiles would be reasonable. Yeah, both would like affect, like take
Sure,
the critical
yeah.
specialization, but he could just pull them both
Yeah, he
out.
can't be any more immobilized than he already is. So
That's fair.
Yeah, especially because he's not adjacent to like a wall. He's like it's the floor.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then Sheethra is going to take her free action to bite out at him as well.
okay.
And he's flat-footed.
A natural 20 for a 39.
Shut
not?
up!
Kidding me.
That's a crit. I'm starting to sound like Emily Grace over there.
Oh my goodness. I haven't had luck like that in a bit. Are you kidding?
Alrighty, here we go. This is gonna be fat.
Don't talk about Sheethra that way.
62 points of piercing damage.
You just did like 180 points of damage in a turn.
I think I did 100 and like roughly 162. It was 50 and then 48 and then 62. So I did exactly 160 points of damage to this guy.
It's a lot of damage. He's still up.
Wow.
Yeah. I think that Kashak like sees all of this stuff happen and he's like,
Could you roll a
Surely.
flat check for Sheether for me?
oh, I can roll a shit check for Sheether. Absolutely.
I hate to take that away from you.
A 12.
Obviously.
I think he sees all of this and he's like, surely. But then he doesn't go down and he's a little bit confused.
Okay.
But that is unfortunately his whole turn.
Twinkle Toes, it is now your turn.
Incredible. I am going to start off with another confident finisher towards these boys next to me.
Full finisher?
Dual finisher, that's what I meant. What did I say?
Confident.
Oh, I meant dual. Thank you. Alright. Rapier coming out, Southern Gentleman. Natural 20.
What is this? What is this nonsense?
Not to be shown up, Twinkle Toes arrives.
12d6. Okay, 12, 22, 34, 36, 38, 40, 46, 42. It's gonna be 48 points of damage towards this guy.
He goes down.
Nice.
Good. Okay, and then for the Northern Gentleman, that's gonna be
I love how you're so cordial to your foes. The Northern Gentleman will now take his attack.
It's a 31 to hit the guy to the north.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
Will the Northern Gentleman be dining on rapier or main gouge tonight?
This will be the main gouge Spellguard blade. Yes,
Excellent choice, sir.
indeed. Ooh, that's a fat roll too. 12, 15, 18, 20, 23 points of damage
Okay.
to the Northern Gentleman.
All right. The gentleman to the north will now be taking his damage. What else do you have for me? It's one action.
Oh, that was only one action. Oh my goodness.
Backflip
okay.
confident finisher? Huh?
Well, I lose my panache, and I can only do one finisher per turn because
Oh.
they have the flourish trait. And
Could I interest you in a backflip precise
You
strike?
could, you could, in fact, convince. Yes, indeed. Okay, backflip.
I guess the real power move would be to tumble through to the other side.
Sure, why not? Let's do it. It's a 37 acrobatics.
That succeeds.
Okay. Panache, baby.
It opens up more options.
and then I'm going to. I'll parry.
Oh, pare.
By the way, because I'm parrying with my Spellguard Blade, the bonus does also apply to my saving throws. So I just have +2 to everything right now. With protection as well.
I think it might
That's
just
the
be
enemy turn.
against-
Anything that's evil and casting stuff at me.
What kind of bonus is protection from evil? Or whichever one you had cast on you?
It's a status, and
bonus.
then the parry
Circumstance.
is a circumstance.
For what it's worth, the Spellguard Blade only applies to saving throws against spells. So,
That's what I meant. Sorry.
sadly, this wouldn't affect your poison saving throw.
Yes.
But it's the end of round 3. It's only been 3 rounds. Just by the way.
We're reaching that point of Pathfinder.
Ogverm will, like, gripping the axe with 2 hands, you just watch as the entire body shudders. Oski and Basker, you see that where color had been draining from his face from the multitude of wounds that had been inflicted on his body, you watch as there's just this flush across his skin, and you see before your eyes he spends 2 actions, and parts of his body and flesh that had been ripped off just begin to entirely regenerate.
Whoa.
I don't like
What?
Just gonna go
Whoa,
ahead
I
and
was
give
not
myself,
expecting that.
40 more hit points from that.
What?
And then he's going to slap Sheethra, who was the last one to crit him.
Hey yo.
This is
Hey,
very
yo.
well to do.
Hey yo, relax.
That is a... He is enfeebled 2. That is
And frightened one.
You'd be
And
frightened
frightened
as
one.
well. Yeah.
38 to hit.
Still a crit.
Still a crit.
Are frightened and enfeebled the same penalty?
I believe they're different.
No, they're both status penalties.
They're both status? Okay, so 39
Oh.
and Altus.
I mean, the conditions are statuses, right? So that makes sense. But
Yeah.
good to keep in mind.
There it is. 14, 16, 32 plus.
'This is gonna suck.
58 points of slashing.
Is that with the -2 from enfeebled?
Yeah.
Ew.
But that is the end of Ogverm's turn. He spent
Thank God.
2 actions forcefully regenerating. And 1 action.
Forcefully, huh?
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Forced
It's called
regeneration.
forced regeneration.
Enfeebled and frightened go away.
Lovely. I love that for me.
The enfeebled goes away?
It's the end of his next turn. It goes away. It's from the ability.
Okay.
And he didn't reapply it since he wasn't in range.
I was 20 feet away. I couldn't.
All good. All good. I just yeah.
GM Will wasn't taking that into account at all. It was convenient that she was the last one to crit me.
Yeah.
And next up is, I believe, Oski. Yes, Oski, go ahead and roll me a fortitude save.
All right. Oh, come on.
Smog sucker.
Oh, I'm gonna risk it. 28.
Okay. What are you doing on your turn?
Raise my shield. First action. Second action. I'm gonna bash out with it. Natural 1. 22 doesn't still hit, right? Well, it wouldn't matter. It'd miss either way, but I miss.
Okay.
And then third action. something besides just swing again. Third action, he's gonna cast guidance on Bastro.
Oh.
That's the end of my turn.
Next up is the remaining Shikwashim mercenary, who will slice and dice. Natty 19.
Dang it.
That is going to be 39 to hits, which I believe is a crit because of the 20.
No.
It's a natural 20. I'm sorry, it was a natural 19. 39 to hit's not a crit?
No.
Okay. Just
My
regular
AC
hit.
right now is 33.
I can only crit you on a natural 20 on him. Okay. Good to know. 13 points of slashing.
Thank you.
He still has 2 actions. With his... He will use his second and third action for a powerful swipe. And will swing at you again with the scimitar. That is a 28, which I don't think will hit you.
No, indeed.
So, you watch as he just like basically lifts it back and just with all of the effort left in his body, just swings it out at you. But you deftly sidestep it with your parrying and dagger. That is the end of his turn. Bastro, roll me a fortitude save.
Oh no. $17 for a total of 35.
Okay. What are you doing on your turn?
What am I doing? First action. I'm going to cast True Strike on myself. Next 2 actions, Spell Strike. You see
You have a +1
Bastro's,
from guidance.
thank you. Bastro's right arm electrified with energy, or with electricity, I should say. Electrified with electricity?
Sure.
Why
We-
not?
we heard what you said.
We're going with
Not
that.
wrong. You know.
So, the first roll's a 20. We'll take that.
A natural 20?
Just for fun. Yeah, a natural 20.
Okay.
And second roll was a 6. So I think we'll go with a natural 20.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, and I'll just roll. Can that 6 be the flat check?
You could hero point the flat check.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'm gonna hero point.
Did you fail the flat check?
I did. I rolled a 3.
You can hero point the flat check.
Hero
Hero
point.
point it.
Hero
I'll
point it.
hero point that. That's
Take your
For
crit.
a,
Yeah.
for a
Not
yeah,
rolling
spell
that
strike crit, yeah.
this is my 6th level spell too. So.
Yeah. You hero point that every time.
Oh, you hero point this every time.
Yeah.
7.
Yes.
Hey.
Enormous
Roll
hero
damage
point
for me.
economy.
We'll take that.
Do you spend the spell if you miss the strike?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have been very awful.
This hero point economy is gonna be massive. Like it's gonna be shaking.
Dan, I'll remind you of your damage record, 144.
And I get a +4 thanks to the enlarge.
Yep.
You know, if we were counting per
Oof.
turn damage record, I would have smashed that just now.
So I got
You know, I should count that, but I haven't been.
it's
I'll
total.
put it down for you.
Total
Thank
is 132 points of damage.
Oh, Dan, you were so close.
What was the total? What was my max?
144.
One- Yeah.
66 points total. Doubled 132.
With like a little bit better rolling, you would have crushed that, I think.
You don't have any deadly
I know. I
things?
had 2 1s.
And what spell were you casting again?
This was shocking grasp.
So, you all watch as the hand becomes enveloped in electricity that begins to crackle, lashing into the ground. And he just winds up, and you watch as 5 images of Bastro all falcon punch into this guy with
Falcon punch.
electricity that just begins to rack his body, and he slumps down to the ground. We're gonna stay in initiative because some of you are still very much enveloped in smoke.
And this guy's still putzing around.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna count him off.
He's kind of now running for his life.
Hey, I've been fighting those guys hardcore this whole
Yeah,
time.
Twinkle Toes has been fighting the good fight, so you guys can focus on the main objective.
Yeah, so sincerely very useful. Keeping those two guys occupied, but they could have been really annoying.
Bastard, is that the end of your turn?
It is. Yep.
Did
Kashak,
not
you're
want
up.
to go in that smoke. My fortitude is not good. Who's up? Sorry.
Sorry, is it me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kashak.
I'll roll the thing for the stuff.
So descriptive.
27 on the fortitude save for Shithra.
Okay.
And then I will, on my turn, command her to
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
get the heck out of there. Actually, she was here, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I will... How far away is this guy? Pretty far. I'm gonna shoot at that guy. Might as well double shot, because why not?
Okay.
With a -4. That is a 31 to hit and a 33 to hit.
31 and a 33, both are hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage for me.
First arrow is 15, 20. 28 points of piercing damage. Next arrow is 31 points of piercing damage.
28 and 31, you said?
If he has any resistance to piercing, it would only apply once.
Look at
Yeah,
this
31 on the
clustering
second arrow.
shots.
Actually, I don't know if that's true. I should look that up.
You should look that up. Not that it matters for this person, but...
That's important to know generally.
Kashak, is that the end of your turn, my friend?
GM, it is the end of my turn. Fun fact, actually.
Lovely. I love that
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for me.
Twinkle Toes, you are up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Who did you just shoot, Kashak? This guy or the big guy?
Big guy's
Guys
dead.
down.
Big guy's
The
dead.
one remaining
He's
guy.
the only.
Big
He's the
guy's
only guy left.
dead?
Yeah.
Big
Oh
guy
my
is
goodness,
unconscious
okay.
on the ground.
Big guy's done. We did it. We
Sweet.
done did him.
Amazing. Okay.
Yeah, shot him with 2 arrows.
I'm gonna confident finisher this guy. With the rapier. That's gonna be a 33 to hit. 32 to hit.
That's a
Sorry.
hit. Yeah, roll damage for me.
Dope. Okay. 10. 20. 23. 26 points of damage.
Okay.
Backflip.
He's still up, but he is hurt.
33 acrobatics check.
That's a pass.
Dope. Precise strike. That's gonna be 34 to hit.
34 is a hit. Roll damage.
$14 points of damage.
Out.
Yay!
So. End of round 4. Top of round 5. You hear a mighty gasp of air as Ogverm grabs the axe next to him and swings out at Oski.
Wait, what?
What's happening?
He can regenerate, guys.
That is a...
Is he prone?
He's pro. Against Oski, that is a 46 to hit.
Ah, that's a crit.
Okay.
Oh god, I actually don't think I want to shield block this. He may destroy my shield. Yeah, I think I just take the damage. Crap.
Shield worth more than your bones right now.
I rolled 2 2s
Yeah.
and a 1 on 3d12.
Ah,
That's
3d12.
So is that 5, 10 plus 24? So that's only 34 points of damage.
Cool.
Um,
Well, I take it.
and then once more, you watch as this flush comes over him, and he regains health.
Dang it!
Yeah.
Oski, it is your
anyone
turn.
did any
Have to
knowledge
bring
checks.
this man down.
Oski, it is your turn. I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Yep. Okay.
Is he still prone?
He's still
38.
38? I need you to roll a flat check for me. Just roll a
On the
flat check.
fortitude?
Yeah.
Okay, roll flat check. 9.
9? Okay. So you don't drop your shield, but you feel this like viscous, slimy oil begin to excrete along
Oh, I
your
think-
skin. Your grip on your shield becomes slippery.
You failed at some point.
Or maybe it's like amount of time in there, because I've been in there a couple rounds now.
You rolled like a 28 on one of them, right?
I did roll a 28 last time.
Yeah.
You take
It might have been a fail, and then it's a laden round, and then the next round.
Yeah.
26 poison damage.
Whoa!
Okay.
Oof.
Okay.
What are you doing with your turn?
I will raise my shield. I will. I'll do a knowledge check. I think I know what it is, but Oski doesn't.
Going to be
so he'll do a
society.
knowledge check.
Society for me.
I do have untrained improvisation. Am I allowed to do that with recall
Okay.
knowledge?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Recall knowledge does not
Um,
require training.
I'm hero pointing it. I know that may be dumb, but I want to get the info right. Okay, decent hero point economy. 24.
24. Unfortunately, you're unfamiliar with this creature.
Okay, damn it. Oski's gonna move then for his final action to. Hold on, I think just there. Yeah, he'll move to there. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. Next up is Bastro. Bastro, roll me a fortitude save.
I'm scared. Let's see. It's a 29.
Okay. What are
I'm
you
sorry,
doing
it's
on
a
your turn?
it's a 30 because
Okay.
of the +1. Yeah.
What are you doing on your turn?
First action, he will replenish his arcane stance. Spell strike him. He's gonna go for the feint. So he can even be fainted. Might be mindless. That's a deception against your fortitude. Or sorry, your perception. 33.
That is a. Is it against perception?
Yeah.
That is not a success.
Okay. So it's not flat-footed. Flat check to hit him.
He is prone though, so I believe he is still flat-footed against you.
Oh, so that makes sense. Okay. 8 for the flat check. 17 for the hit. Gouging Claw coming your way. That's
I'm
going to be
assuming the 17 wasn't the total.
No, it's plus 21.
You guys
Plus
have been rolling
22.
straight rocks.
We've rolled
on this.
rocks.
Yeah.
So that would be
30 is-
39.
38 plus 21. 17 plus 21. 38.
Plus 22 thanks to my +1 from the revive
go.
spell.
What's the
Oh.
total
39.
damage? 39.
No, to hit.
To hit.
Oh, that's a crit.
Yeah. That's what I was waiting for you to
Hey.
say it.
What you
You
say?
wanted to hear the
I
word.
want you to say.
What's
Any-
the crit?
And he is prone.
Say it.
So he
He's
is
prone.
left
He's prone.
Where's Rachel?
102 points of damage. This thing tries to flail about on the
I get
ground.
knocked down, but I get up again.
Goes down.
I punch it a hole through it.
We need fire, I think, or something. That's Ben talking, not
I know. I
Oski.
don't want to metagame it. I know what it
I
is.
know.
That's
Oski
also-
failed his
that-
flat check.
that-
he doesn't know.
That is Bastro's turn.
Or his
Shock.
recall knowledge, rather.
It's your turn. Would you mind rolling a fortitude save for Sheether for me?
Yeah.
No, he would mind. He'll still do it, but he does mind.
34.
34. Okay. Could you roll a flat check for Sheether for me?
I'm sorry, 35, but yes. 7.
7.
Oh, flat check. That's good. That's
So she doesn't
Well,
drop one random
knows?
item that she's holding.
I have news for you. She's holding 0.
But
Plot twist!
you do notice a black, viscous, oily substance begins to seep out from between her scales, and she takes.
Um,
17,
See, when I see Oski doing it,
25
I
points
assume
of
he's
damage.
doing the like tentacle thing again. But I see Sheether doing it, and I'm like, oh no.
do I feel like
bad
that
news.
is... Do I feel like the other fortitude save was like her trying to recover from the poison?
She takes 25 poison damage.
Gross. How far away am I? 5, 15, 20, 25. Gross.
knowledge checks. Knowledge checks.
You want my untrained -1 society on that?
No.
You want that? Yeah, I can
you
roll
want
that
it?
if you
I
want. No, you
I
can roll it
don't
if you want
want
to.
I don't
Here's the
want
deal. Here's my case. 5, 15, 20, 25. Oh wait, 30 feet of movement. Hell yeah. Move, draw lesser antidote, pour lesser antidote into lizard mouth. Lizard pet mouth, not lizard self mouth.
Okay.
Good,
Good distinction.
good distinction.
Pour lesser antidote into pet mouth. Pet drink antidote. Hopefully feel better.
Okay. Is that everything?
He shouts out,
Does anyone know what this thing is and why it keeps getting up after we kill the hell out of it?
Twinkletoes, it is your turn.
I'm gonna draw and drink a greater antidote for my first 2 actions.
Okay.
And then I'm going to recall knowledge on this mofo,
Society for me, if you wouldn't mind.
since that's the one thing that I'm actually trained in. Okay, 18 on the die.
Oh, thank God.
31. Oh, no, 33, sorry. Plus 15, not 13. It's the Kinet's survival.
You are unfamiliar with this creature.
bro, stop it.
Dang it.
Stop
Okay.
it.
Well, that's my turn, folks.
Looks like a big, nasty lizard.
Huh.
On a 33?
On a 33, even.
So when do we start metagaming and just tossing as many elements in here as possible?
Yeah.
Fire, poison, lightning, any of it.
You can ask after he wakes up and slaps Bastro with an axe.
Don't do that.
It's like so great, like the way regeneration works. Like he had probably what, like 5 hit points, and then took 102. And then like what, his
He
heart
would have gone
just
to
like
dying too, as per the critical conditions.
his heart just fixes
Hey,
itself.
yeah, we just gotta keep knocking him back down.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Okay.
Eventually, he'll be
Yeah.
wounded enough to die.
That's not how regeneration works. He
I actually
actually
don't know how 2E regeneration works.
he cannot reduce below dying 3 while regeneration is active.
That makes sense.
That's a natty 20 on Bastro for the axe.
Mirror image.
How many mirror images do you have?
I have 3.
plus.
So it's
Roll a
okay.
D4.
We're
Wait,
good.
don't roll it yet. I have an interesting question. Do I have to declare champion reaction before I find out which image is hit, or can I wait until I find out if it hits Bastro or not?
You have to declare it when I hit him.
Yeah,
So
the trigger is.
I rolled to hit, so choose now. Because you also
Okay,
don't know
I'm gonna-
which
I-
one is the real one.
So
I guess
yeah,
that's fair. I'm gonna use it.
Okay.
All right.
Would
So
you
I-
then suffer the effects,
Yeah.
would.
I mean,
even if you clear
regardless.
the mirror image?
Yeah. Regardless.
So I roll a d6.
Why are you rolling a d6 if there are 4 of you?
Because that's what it says here.
Wait, is it
Or
different
others.
rules? Mirror image for Pathfinder 2nd Edition?
Yes, there are.
Uh,
Oh, I
All
roll a
3 images
d4.
remain.
yeah,
If
it's
only
you're wrong. It literally says roll a d4.
If only I could read everything and not just random.
It says
sentences.
with 2 images remaining, roll a d6.
Dan, traditionally, the attacker rolls this.
Is that what it says?
No, traditionally, that's what
Any
it is.
attack that would hit you has a random chance of hitting one
I'm
of your
just gonna
images
roll it.
instead.
I rolled a 4.
Hold
So
on.
you
Well, you have to declare what's what though, Dan. You can't just roll it.
Well, it says it in the text of the spell.
Oh, it says it in the spell?
It says
Oh,
1
okay.
on a 1d4.
They changed it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 to 2 on a 1d6 for two images
I make
remaining,
up the rules. on the
and a
spot.
1 to 3 on a 1d6 if only 1 image remains.
So much cleaner than first edition. First edition's just a freaking wasteland.
So since it's a crit, the image becomes destroyed, and this hit becomes a normal success against me.
Yeah,
That's
if
what
an
it says on
attack
the
roll
bottom.
is a critical success and would hit one of the images is destroyed, and the attack becomes a success against you.
So that's a
Wow.
good thing you used it, Ben, because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
saw
yeah,
I
right.
forget it.
Is this the first time we're casting mirror image in 2nd edition?
It's the first time it's come
Yeah,
in handy.
I think it is. 'cause we don't
Alright.
play spellcasters apparently.
we're all learning today.
We don't do it.
We're all learning
Yeah,
today.
'cause
This second level spell, we're learning at 11th level.
as a party, we're a 3/4 cast. We have 3/4 of a caster.
Let's see here.
Dan, resistance 13, and then
Thank you.
the enfeebled and persistent damage.
Where is my other d12? There it is. Okay. 11, 14, 26 down to 13.
All right. I have
Um,
2 mirror images.
Grabbed the axe, swung with the axe. We'll take 1 action to regenerate more.
He is also still immobilized, right?
That's why he hasn't moved.
Yeah.
Hey, you just got crit with a great axe, and you only took 13 points of damage.
Pretty good. He is now enfeebled, Will, and the persistent good damage applies.
Yep. I'm sure that'll matter.
Just saying. I'm just saying.
No, it is. It's good to keep in mind. The enfeebled actually does matter a lot. Back pain. Okay, that is his turn. Oski, it's your turn.
Oski's gonna call out, why does this thing keep getting up? Does anyone have any ideas? Bastro, roll recall knowledge. I mean, is there anything he can do besides recall knowledge? Like, can I do a perception check and just see what I'm like try to see something?
A perception check at this point. You have seen his wounds close up on their own multiple times.
I think you can just re-roll recall knowledge though.
You can. It would be
You
more
can?
difficult.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Oh, God. You can't crit these either. So I
What lores do you guys have? Any lores that you guys
Curse lore?
have?
curse lore.
Absalom lore.
Curse lore wouldn't apply.
Eruxi
Absalom
lore?
wouldn't apply. Eruxi lore would apply.
Eruxi. Forget why I have
You
that.
have Eruxilu?
Eruxi?
Eruxi lore?
Eruxi?
Yeah, I think Eruxi lore is applicable to this
Highly
situation.
relevant.
You said he wasn't an Eruxi though. So now I'm just so fucking confused.
He's no longer in Eruxi. That means he was.
I didn't even think
And
to roll
now
Eruxi
he's
lore.
something else.
Too bad it's not Kashak's turn. Oski, what you doing?
Oski, roll a
Oski's-
Luke lore.
I
I'll
think
roll
you mean
Eruxilu.
Eruxilu.
Oski doesn't know what the heck's going on, so he's gonna raise his shield. He's gonna reach into his bag. Second action, draw a vial of holy water and throw a vial of holy water at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fucking stuff.
He's just like, I have no idea what's happening. Why does it keep getting up? And he throws holy water.
I'm just trying things
Roll
now.
a
Okay,
flat,
okay.
Roll a flat check for me.
But, 14.
If you had missed on the holy water, I would have laughed.
That would have been so funny though. It would have
so
been so
hard.
funny.
It's a hit. What does holy water do?
Over his head.
I actually don't know what holy water does.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. Will, if you don't know what holy water does to that creature, it doesn't do anything.
That's what I'm willing to bet also. Okay, well, so it deals one, blah, blah, blah. You activate a vial of holy water by throwing it as a strike. It's a simple thrown weapon. Oh, it's a range of 20 feet. That's in range. Deals 1d6 good damage and 1 good splash damage. It damages only fiends, undead, and creatures that have a weakness to good damage. Is this a fiend, undead, or weakness to good damage?
If only you could pass a knowledge check.
Wait, the good splash damage doesn't even apply to evil creatures. It only affects.
No, it specifically only affects fiends, undead, or things that are weak to
things with
good.
Weakness to good damage.
Yeah, I mean, Oski does that. He is freaked out right now. Is it keep coming back up? I don't know. He's
Go ahead and roll
trying to
damage
recall
for me,
knowledge and
just
fail.
for shits and giggles.
1 damage.
All right.
I'd like to issue a
That's-
correction. Once a character has attempted an incredibly hard check or failed a check, further attempts are fruitless. You cannot reroll.
That's right. You can
failed
only retry
knowledge
if you
check.
succeed.
You can only
Ah.
try to do
So-
better and see if you remember more.
That's Oski's turn. By the way, Will, is my shield still like feel weird? Like,
You've stopped
Okay.
producing oil from your pores.
okay.
Good on you. Good job.
Next up is Bastro. Bastro, go ahead and roll a fortitude save for me.
I really thought we had this in the
like-
back.
It got weird. This got weird.
It's gotten so weird so fast.
Got 31 for you. I'm rolling
Not enough.
pretty great.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a flat check for me.
No.
Yeah, what if I just don't, Will?
Is it getting harder, I wonder?
I got a natural 20 on.
Okay. You take
Are you holding anything?
28
That's fine.
points of poison damage.
Bastro's unconscious.
No!
Oh,
Wait,
no.
that's so bad.
It's our only society check remaining.
I
Oh,
was-
he did one, right? Isn't that what the 31 was?
No, it's a fortitude save.
Oh. Oh, crap. Well, let's hope that Eruxilu works.
So it's no longer Bastro's turn.
28 points of poison.
Kashak, you're up.
All right.
Hey, hero point this Eruxi lore. You can,
Alright.
you gotta use the hero point if it's not above a 10.
Do you guys want to know what my bonus is for this, or do you want to just roll it?
I want to know.
Roll it.
I want to know.
Roll it.
Plus 12.
That's hey, but the lore DCs are usually lower.
I rolled a natural 18 for a 30.
Because it's a specific lore skill,
Stop it.
That is a regular success.
I hate this game so much. There's no reason that I should know what this is.
No, there is a very specific reason you should know what this is.
It's an Aruxi thing?
This is a Ravenile, which are rare mutated lizard folk.
Oh, what?
Almost twice as large as typical Uruxi, Raveniles are much more ferocious and have much more deadly jaws and claws.
Jaws and claws.
Raveniles
Jaws
hatch
and
from
claws.
eggs that have been fertilized not by other Uruxi, but either
By dragons?
predatory extraplanar scavengers or Uruxi that have been experimented on to draw out more primal power.
Oh, God.
Generally, when they are born, they appear to be normal Uruxi, but once they hit a certain age of like puberty, one might say, instead of progressing as a normal Uruxi, they essentially double in size over the course of a single day and
Shit.
develop an insatiable appetite and metabolism, generally going on violent rampages within the tribes that brought them up. So there
So you just you could live with this guy for like 18 years, and then overnight he becomes a Ravenile,
So there's
doubles
a-
in size, kills all your friends, and then runs away.
exactly.
Yeah, horrifying.
Most Uruxi tribes have myths and legends about Raveniles because of this. Few lizardfolk communities welcome them, especially after transformation.
Yeah.
Because
No kidding.
many settlements have suffered so much damage that they are generally abandoned entirely. And you would know the most applicable thing from your legends and stories is that the only way to kill them is fire or acid.
There it is.
Good thing I'm carrying both. I think Kashak is like really shaken by this, and this is like the boogeyman come to life for him. Like he probably just didn't even think about it for so long. 'Cause it's like that's not real. Like that's a story. Like they don't exist.
Remember that time somebody said that the Infector really likes Uruxi?
Yeah, that's fair enough. He's an Uruxi himself, kind of, but not really, sort of. Let's draw a greater acid flask.
Yo, what?
Got that
And
from Franca's house, didn't we?
let's huck it.
Gonna take the -2 from being outside your first range increment.
Because it's a thrown weapon. Yeah, that's fair
You're
enough.
gonna roll a flat check to see if you can actually hit him in the first place.
Why would I roll a flat check?
Oh, you don't need to. Good on you. Roll to hit.
Boo, boo, boo. Here we go. I think I'll still hit this. You said -2.
-2.
Yeah, wait, why would you not move first?
Because I recalled knowledge and then I have to draw it and then throw it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That tracks.
Okay.
Thanks for not cheating.
You're welcome, man. I'm gonna hero point it. It's a natural 7.
Oh yeah, hero
I don't
point.
love
Hero
that.
point that.
You get a 2
Yeah, yeah.
acid blast.
I don't love that for me. I rolled a goddamn 4. I hate myself so much.
Oh, what's your total?
Does he still take the splash damage? It's gonna be a 23.
23.
He's prone, right? Isn't he prone?
How does splash damage work?
I'm trying to look at
mist
that right
hit.
now.
This has never come up because we don't have a.
If an attack with a splash weapon fails, all creatures within 5 feet of the target take the listed splash damage. On a failure, the target of the attack still takes the splash damage.
Nice.
So they take 1 point of acid damage and their generation is nullified.
All you need, baby.
Yo.
All you need.
All you need.
And he dies.
Oh. Wasn't he?
Oh.
Was he up?
I bet
he was
he
up.
was so. Oh yeah,
He
he's
was up. I still had the X on him. 2 seconds.
Yeah, because he just brought back. No, Bastard went down from the poison though. Was he up?
No, he
He
was.
was because we negated the crit.
Yeah.
We had the whole crit thing,
Yep.
the axe.
Right. He was up.
My bad. And he still had the X on him. I never took the X off.
You just Control Z him back to life.
Can I? I can.
Nice.
Look at that. No X. Okay. He wasn't there. He was there.
All right, so I hit him with a
Yeah.
acid grenade, and I just tell my friends,
His regeneration is gone. He should be vulnerable now.
I think I threw holy water on him. I think it helped.
Kashak.
Sure.
Is that the end of the
Yeah.
turn?
it is. Sheethra is bound by conviction to sprint at him 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's really not going to be good for Sheethra.
He's still my hunted target, and I did not command her to do anything different, so she just sprints in.
Darling.
Twinkletoes, you're up.
All right, first action. Running up here. I'm flanking with Bastro, yes?
No.
Bastro's
No,
unconscious.
Bastard's unconscious.
Oh, shoot. Where was I? I think I was like here.
Somewhere. Yeah. Out there. Over the rainbow.
Okay, cool. Then I, in that case, still have movement to get to here and flank with Sheethra.
Sure do.
First action. Second action, confident finisher. First flat check. 19.
Classic.
36 to hit.
36 is a crit.
Hey!
Nice.
Let me make sure this is the correct amount of 12d6. Yes, indeed. Ooh, that's a lot of sixes.
We like that.
12,
Okay.
18, 23, 28, 34, 35, 38, 42, 47, 49, 52, 58 points of damage.
You stab down into this husk, this body that has been beaten and broken down but refuses to die. And you watch as the acid begins to melt away and the flesh no longer replaces what was lost. And as you stab in one final time, the life finally leaves his eyes.
My third action, can I break the thing that's pouring the smoke out of the back of it?
You can roll to hit, yeah.
31.
Yeah, that is a hit because he is dead. That is a hit.
Nice.
It's harder to hit it when he's alive because
This
Makes
makes
sense.
sense.
yeah.
He's defending it with his very
Uh,
lifeblood.
Roll
9
damage for
points
me.
of damage.
9
9 points of damage.
Is it still like pouring smoke?
Oh yes, it is.
Okay, so we should deal with that. Yeah.
Do I have a picture of this? I don't think I actually do. Yeah, you slam into it and you dent a portion of the clockwork, but it is still spewing noxious fumes. After Twinkletoes, Ogverm is dead. Oski, it's your turn.
He is going to his no longer has his shield up. He's gonna first action move to here and then cast stabilize with 2 actions on Bastro.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That may not matter. That's what Oski would do. Oski's going to do that.
So you go to wounded 1 and unconscious?
Loses the dying condition, though it remains unconscious and was hit points. So I think you do keep. You're unconscious at 0, but I think you do have the wounded condition.
Okay. Oski, is that your whole turn?
That was, yeah, stabilizes 2 actions.
Bastro, go ahead and roll a fortitude save for me.
No.
Pass this.
18 for a total of 36.
Okay. You do still take damage, which would drop you
Yeah, so stabilized did nothing, essentially.
to
It actually might have made it worse.
dying 1.
No,
No.
No.
it's the same effect. He would have gone to dying 2 either way.
So I'm
Okay.
at dying 2 now.
Bastro, roll me a death saving roll. DC 11, I believe. It's a flat check.
Is that how this works? Is it
It's
roll
10
that?
plus your dying value.
But
Well, he's
wouldn't
at
he,
dying 2.
wouldn't he not have to roll it because
Oh,
he went
he is
to
dying
dying
too.
his turn?
Well, yeah, at the start of his turn, he was not dying.
He went unconscious. He started dying this turn.
Both of
Yeah.
these things happen at the start of the turn.
But like I stabilized him before the start of the turn, so he did not start this turn dying.
Right.
So he took damage while conscious, went to dying. So he does not roll a death save this turn. He did not start the turn at dying.
both of the things would happen at the start of his turn, though. That's what I'm saying.
So recovery checks says when you're dying at the start of each of your turns, you must attempt a flat check. But
Okay.
he wasn't dying at the
So he
start.
He
of his
wasn't
turn.
wasn't. Yeah,
Fair enough.
that did not happen
Yeah.
at the start of his turn.
Okay.
That's happened before his turn. Yeah.
Shock, it is your turn.
I'm gonna command Sheethra to chomp on the device and try to break it.
Roll to hit.
It's a natural 19 for a 38.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
Is the device my hunted target?
No.
Okay. Why? Because you don't want it to be? Or...
Is the device a creature that you have spent an action to hunt a target?
That's 20 points of piercing damage.
You break off. She breaks off the nozzle of the device, and smoke ceases to pour from it. I do still need you to roll a fortitude save for her, though.
As she just drinks like a gallon of this liquid that comes out of the machine.
Oh my god, she's gonna go insane.
27.
27. Okay.
She might go insane.
Is that the end of your turn?
Uh,
The device is disabled. The only reason we're staying in initiative is because people are dying in poison.
yeah, I'll then command her to leave the poison because
Okay.
she has another action when I command her. I will then. He's dying. So 5, 10, 15. Sorry, 5, 15, 20. Oh, shit. And then I'll just draw a healing potion. I actually don't have a healing potion. Why did I run over here? I don't know what to do. I'm done.
Okay. Twinkle Toes, roll a fortitude save for me.
All right. 34.
Okay. What are you doing with your turn?
I am going to attack. Oh, this thing is disabled
It's
now,
been
right?
disabled already. Yeah.
Nozzler's done. Flood's dead.
In that case, is Bastard still big?
Yeah. I can't
Sure
dispel it.
is.
It's
He
just
is
a
on-
duration.
It just lasts.
It's a
so we
5-minute
can't e-
duration.
We can't even pull him
That's it. I was gonna get into that. So there is no official action to pull in combat. I've just been looking that up because that's what I was gonna spend my whole turn doing.
Weird.
And there are
Well,
threat.
He's 8 times his weight anyway. There's no way we'll be able to move him with just 3 of us.
You could like shove him mechanically.
That is a combat action, yeah. Could you? Is it possible, Will, that like a shove can also be considered a pull? That like if you pass a shove check, that's also like a pull.
Basically, how do you want us to rule pulling him out of the smoke? Like, how would you go about doing that?
You can roll an athletics. It's Twinkletoes. It's your turn. What are you doing on this turn?
Yeah. I want to come over here and ready in action to help pull him out to aid.
Oski would then be your turn. What are you doing?
Spending all 3 actions trying to pull Bastro out.
Roll an athletics for me. Twinkletoes, roll to aid.
I aid.
I am going to ask if this is going to be treated like shove, because there is a DC specific to that. Or is this are you making the DC?
Well, the problem is the DC specific to that would be related to his athletics, right?
Oh, it's fortitude DC.
It would be related to his fortitude, but he's also, again, 8 times heavier now. So.
Nor
is
is he like
2E also?
Nor is he trying to resist you in the way that like fortitude DC works with a shove. Like that doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. That's
go
fair.
ahead and roll me an
That's
athletics.
fair. Okay.
I aided with a 32.
That's a crit. So you get
that's a
plus
crit.
2.
So +2. Plus
Plus
2.
2.
All right. So I've got a decent roll.
Damn, your athletics is kind of good.
Mine?
Not a great roll.
I rolled a 17.
29 total. 29 total.
Wow, I rolled better.
You want to get him 5 feet.
Second action, I do it again. Is this going to take any penalties?
It does have the attack trait, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's shove.
Shove does.
That's shove, and that's assuming that there's resistance. There's no resistance here.
Go ahead and roll again, but you're not going to get the aid.
Well, right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, much better roll. That's a 34.
There we go. Yeah, see ya.
And third action, I do it again.
Roll it.
Multiple attack penalty -10.
Oh, natural 3. It's a 21.
It's not going to be enough.
It's not
So
gonna
she's
do
like, please get him out. Help me get him out. He drags him 10 feet.
You run out of steam just as he's almost out of the smoke.
It's just my head in that corner.
It is Bastro's turn. Bastro, roll me a death saving throw.
So I have the toughness feat. Forgot about that until just now. It's 9 plus my dying condition.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dying
11. DC
or
11.
flat check 11. Yep.
You're dying 2 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Finally came in handy.
Toughness is a great general feat.
Yeah.
Gotta be what I pick up next.
14.
14.
Oh,
Stabilizes.
thank God. Well, but I think
Goes
you have
to
to roll
dying
fortitude
1.
save.
Roll a fortitude save for me.
27.
You take damage, you go back down to dying 2.
That's good. That's fine. That's
fine. That's
fine.
fine.
We're fine with
You're
that.
fine. You're fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Kashak,
The
you're
only
up.
With my
thing was
character.
if you crit failed that death save, that would have been bad. You're fine. You're fine.
Kashak, you're up.
I will do the same thing. I will try to athletics him out of the smoke.
Go ahead and roll it.
27.
You get him the remaining 5 feet. And I will say, through a combination of Oski's magics, you're able to keep him stable while the poison runs its course, though he doesn't wake up.
Yeah, I would cast Stabilize the second I could.
You all... Hold a second. Let me just double check this.
That got scary there for a second.
That was spicy at the end there.
Yeah, that got scary.
We really took our
That's
time with the
natural.
Procol knowledges, huh?
You
Bro's
guys
gonna die for a third time.
level up to level 12.
Hey!
Finish
Oh my
book 3. And that's where
That's
we're going to
so
leave it for
fat.
tonight.
That's huge.
Oh my god.
Thank you all so much
what?
for joining us. We'll be back here next week to
Mwah.
put the finishing touches on book 3 and start book 4
I'm
of
so
this
excited!
adventure
Oh my
at level 12.
god.
Thank you all so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
What?
Have a good week.